Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the whole collective Israel. Alright, this lesson is going to be on, I don't really know how to put it. Kind of on the irony of how Christians, which religion is all bullshit, religion has nothing to do with the Bible condemns religion and goes completely against Christianity. Romans the ninth chapter, just reading a couple verses cuts the whole Christianity religion. Really, I mean, if you want me to be completely honest, to an extent it does. But the irony that people think the devil is some red person with a pitchfork and a suit or whatever is pretty ironic, all right? Because of Esau, right? First off, let's go into what the devil means. Because there are lots of devils, but there is a specific spiritual Satan. But I'm going to get into devils because it goes into the word Diablo, which means deceiver, basically. But one thing, I looked this up on etymology, and it says devil, and where was it? It says right there, diabolical person. And what diabolical means is evil or wicked. All right? And who are the wicked, man? Well, let me turn to that. Malachi chapter 1 verse 4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom Yahweh hath indignation forever. So they're the border of wickedness. The Edomites are the wicked. All right, and Yahweh has righteous anger against them, and he actually hates them, according to this right here, Malachi chapter 1 verse 2. I have loved you, saith Yahweh, yet you say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Saith Yahweh, yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Also Romans chapter 9, like I was talking about, says it as well. Romans chapter 9 verse 13, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. And Yahweh also doesn't really care about the other nations. He only cares about Israel, and he only loves Israel. Alright? But that's a different lesson, because you can just read that yourself. He calls the other nations spittle and a drop of a bucket, man. Alright, so the Edomites are the wicked. Alright, what does Job say? Job chapter 9 verse 24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So the wicked are in rulership, which it's undeniable that the so-called white people are in rulership. Look at the religions, man. Look at Christianity. All the images are whitewashed, when in the Bible it tells you that they're dark-skinned. And that's common sense. It really is. Look at Russian icons, man, before they whitewashed them, because there's pictures of people literally painting over them to whitewash them, man. So don't even bullshit me. Alright? The wicked are the so-called white people, other than the confusion of faces, alright? Because you are the Edomites. Alright, and you say that the devil is red, but that's what the Bible says about you. Let's go to Genesis chapter 25. 25. I'll start at verse 22. And the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of Yahweh. So this is Rebekah. And Yahweh said unto her, two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Esau, if you go into the word, the Blue Letter Bible goes off, sometimes, so, and they don't use the ancient Paleo Hebrew, but it basically, just to get straight to the point, Esau means wasted away is he, basically. And why is he wasted away? Because he has leprosy, which is, his pigment was taken away, which is why he came out red like a hairy garment. All right, and that's all I'm gonna read on that, because I've already proved time and time again that the so-called white people are Edomites, just along with all the other Akayim. Um, and you can go look up other videos of that. It really is undeniable. It's not debatable at all. Okay, like I said, other than confusion of face, because it's not about your color, but that just kind of describes who the nations are. All right, because there are people who are Israelites that look like so-called white people, which I've also gotten into, called confusion of faces. All right, but let's talk about the atrocities the Edomites have done, man. Raped, robbed, and murdered, and conquered, stole all the land. Not even really conquered. All right, because first of all, well, Esau was gifted with the sword, which the sword today is a gun, or missiles, drones, and they just blow up people through drones, or they used guns back then when people were using swords. And you can say whatever you want while they were advanced or blah blah. No, man, that's just their gift. All right, Yahweh set you up to be the wicked and to beat us and punish us and conquer the world, because that was another thing Esau was blessed with. It was the fatness of the earth, because we're in Esau's end and Jacob's beginning, man. All right, which is why as America's about to get destroyed, because this is the main kingdom right now. Slovakia. So yeah, I mean, it has nothing to do with advancement. You're the basemen. Edomites are the basemen, the lowest nation, man, according to the Bible. And yet they were put on top, and the Israelites on bottom, because we broke the law, statutes, and commandments and continued to be disobedient. All right, so well, actually, let me get that base, man. Job chapter 30, verse 8. They were children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were viler than the earth, because you Edomites are vile, man. Killed, well, nobody even knows the exact number, but over 100 million Native Americans, which are Israelites. Like 100 million more Israelites that came from West Africa that fled Roman persecution in Africa and eventually were sold by the real Africans, which are the Hamites, to Edomites and Arabs, which are Ishmaelites. All right, and so, and then not all the slavery and the Spanish, which are also Edomites, conquered the more Israelites in South Central America, Mexico, the Caribbeans. Forced them into Catholicism and all that bullshit, man. All right. Also, look at this. This is a sheriff's badge, right? This is what typically the sheriff's badge would look like. A lot of people think the police are just some made-up thing, but really, the idea came from slave catchers, slave patrol, highway patrol. It's like the same fucking shit, man. All right? A slave patrol badge. Looks exactly like a sheriff's badge, man. What about this? Slavery so-called abolished, which first of all, the Emancipation Proclamation just transferred ownership of the slaves to the government, and it actually only freed a certain amount. So, do your own research. Pretty sure Negroes are still considered 3/5 a person, which are the Israelites, the Southern Kingdom. 1865 is when the 13th Amendment came out. The KKK was established. 1865. What a surprise, man. The same fucking year. And then this is what you say the devil looks like, man. Red. Which is how it describes Esau. How ironic that the Edomites are known as diabolical and devils, man. So you guys are devils. Alright? Period. There's no getting around it, man. You're literally exposing yourselves without even realizing it. Dark skin is a blessing. Alright, and now I'm going to talk about one other thing. You're going to pay for all the things you've done, man. All the rape, robbing, and murdering. All you heathens, the rape, robbing, murdering you've done. All the rape, robbing, murders you've done over history, you're going to have to pay for it. Every single one of you heathen nations. All 17 of you heathen nations, man. And Israel, which is the 18th nation, is going to be on top. Alright. Let's get Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. For Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, which has not happened yet, because they have not done that with the real Israelites. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Alright. Let's get Psalms 147. 137. Or is it 149? 149. Psalms 149, verse 5. Let the saints, which the saints are Israelites, be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of Yahweh be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen, and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye Yahweh. Alright, and then the whole book of Obadiah talks about you heathens, specifically you Edomites, and your downfall and your destruction. Alright, so we're going to get one verse out of here. Well, actually, verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Because after 1,000 years of slavery, the other heathen nations are going to, go back to their land, but they're still going to be under us. But you devils, you're going to go extinct. We're going to round you up and kill all you, man. Because you're wicked as hell. And that's a righteous thing that we're going to do. Alright, thus saith the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man. Obadiah chapter, there is only one chapter. Verse 15. For the day of Yahweh is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh has spoken it. Alright? I'm going to get a couple more. There's a lot of precepts with this, but, I made the point, which is the point to make the point. So, Revelation chapter 13, verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. So, what this means is if you have understanding, which, very little people do, very little people have common sense. Only the elect will really understand this, but you have two physical ears, so at least try to listen. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. None of this is debatable, man. Alright? There's no getting around any of this. The Bible is for the Israelites only, man. That's really all it was created for. The internet was created so the truth could get put out there. And now that the truth has been put out all over the earth, now the famine of the word is going to come soon. And it says, here's the patience and the faith of the saints, because we haven't lifted a finger yet. We've been sitting here calmly getting our asses beat. You got your foot up our ass and we're not doing anything about it, because we're patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai to return, man. Alright? So with that said, I want to give all praises to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who are well. Peace and blessings to the whole collective Israel. Till next time, Shalom.